What's up, guys? Charlie Marlow here, talking a little Cardinals baseball. Nice win. Very nice win last night against the Milwaukee Brewers. People on YouTube here were saying also, Charlie, don't do a video because every time you do a video, it's usually negative when the Cardinals are playing poorly. And then once you do a video, they play well. So these people actually don't want me to talk about the Cardinals. But look, I'm not a negative person. So when the Cardinals are playing well, we have to acknowledge that. Big picture, things aren't fantastic. The playoff outlook isn't great. Let's be honest. 1% chance of making the playoffs right now. But this team is playing much better the last couple weeks. So it's fair to discuss that. Look at this. So if they win today, if they win the series, go back now, it'll be 5 series. If they win today, big if, Sonny Gray is on the mound. But if you go to the last 5 series, they've won a series a couple weeks back against Milwaukee, won a series against the Minnesota Twins. So we're talking good teams, playoff teams. Split with Mike Schilt and the Padres, a very good team, playoff team. Won a series against the New York Yankees, a very good team, a playoff team. And then if they win today, I've said that for the 5,000th time, they will win a series against the Brewers again, a very good team, a playoff team, the division winning team in the National League Central. I know you don't like hearing that, but it's the truth. Let's be real. The Brewers are going to win the Central. We'll see if the Cardinals can pull off a miracle and get into the playoffs. Right now, 5.5 games back in the wild card. You also got to jump 3 teams. You got to jump the Cubs, Mets, and Braves. Now, here's the good news. The Cardinals' schedule really eases up here after this Brewers series. Hey, I'm excited for this Brewers series. Any Morning After fans remember that drop? Because, look, the next 13 games for the Cardinals, you got all teams that are right there hovering below 500 or worse. They're kind of similar to the Cardinals, but all a little bit worse. I'm talking Mariners, Reds, Toronto Blue Jays, and then 4 games against Cole Bartimas' Pittsburgh Pirates. So that's boom. 3, 6, 9, 13 games. That is 13 games coming up after Milwaukee that are very winnable in terms of if you want any chance to get back into this playoff conversation legitimately. I'm not talking about a 1% chance. I'm talking about, can you kick this percentage up to like 25%? You have to go off and go at least, I would think 10-3. I would think you have to go at least 10-3 to have a legit shot of really being in the conversation for the postseason. Because look, I was looking last night. I don't have it updated. I'm not sure exactly when the Braves and Mets played, but I was talking with somebody on Twitter, and you were saying, okay, Cardinals 70-69, so you got 23 games left. What if the Cardinals go 17-6? You'd have to absolutely go off. The Cardinals go 17-6. That puts them at 87 wins. So they'd finish the year 87-75, if my math is correct. And when I was looking last night, the Braves, if they went like 13-11, Mets similar. As of last night when I looked, the Mets had played 1 less game, but they might have been playing last night. So again, I apologize. I don't know exactly when the Braves and Mets played last night. But my point is, if the Cardinals went 17-6, all the Braves and Mets would have to do is go a little bit above 500 to still get to 88 wins, whatever it is, and get that last wild card spot. The Cardinals have a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance, but it's a 1% chance. But look, you win against the Brewers. You've played good baseball for now about 2 weeks or so. All right? Even that Dodgers series they lost, let's be real, they played pretty well against a good Dodgers team. But then if you're real, if you're serious about a crazy September run, you got to go off. You got to go off and go about 10-3 against these next 4 opponents Mariners, Reds, Blue Jays, Pirates, and actually put yourself in a real conversation to make the playoffs and really get people excited for the final 2 weeks of the season. But right after that, schedule gets difficult again. They might be my favorite team now, honestly, because look, I'm loyal to my friends. The Cleveland Guardians come into town after that Pirates series, and my guy Dan Puente, one of my very good friends, former college roommate, who is the assistant hitting coach of the Cleveland Guardians, and they are really, really good. So again, Cardinals got to go off for the next 13 games. We're gonna go 14 games. We're gonna include this final game against the Brewers. Last night, Siani catch or no catch? What'd you think? I was talking with people on X about this. I immediately thought catch. That's a catch. Real time catch. Then I saw it in slow motion. I go catch. It seemed like when he was sliding, he had the ball for so long. But then this rule book, it has to be voluntary. Whatever. I don't know. Then I kept watching. I go, okay, maybe it's not a catch. So I'm arguing with myself. I think it's one of those things too where wherever they call it in the field, you probably have to keep it that way. Although if by the book it's this voluntary act, I guess it's not a catch. This is like football when nobody knows what a catch is. But then I'm thinking voluntary. What happens if what if it's a wet playing field? What if the dude is running in on a ball? This is just hypothetical. What if he catches the ball on a run, slides, catches it, and slides for like 2 full seconds? Think about how long 2 seconds is. You catch, slide, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Ball still in his glove. Then he tries to get up. Ball comes out. That's not voluntary, right? But he's sliding in a wet field on a wet field for 2 seconds. Is that not a catch? I don't know. I don't really care. I thought it was a catch, but now I'm disagreeing with myself. Who knows? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It looked like a catch to me. Rule book says voluntary. I follow the rules. Maybe that's a stupid rule. I don't know. I feel like we're getting ourselves in the football conversation of Des Bryant back in the day. Speaking of football, fantasy draft last night, I had the first overall pick, Christian McCaffrey. Pretty easy pick. Then I had Michael Pittman, I think, was my second pick. You don't get to pick till 24th, 25th. I think I took Michael Pittman. You're never super excited about drafting Michael Pittman. I can't even remember who my next pick was. I know I got that Achane, the running back from the Dolphins. Quarterbacks, I got Jalen Daniels and Tua. And I can't remember who else. You guys don't really care about that, let's be honest. But I got an A grade from ESPN on my fantasy team, which means my team will probably end up sucking. Receivers, I can't remember who my receivers are. Oh, you know what? I got DJ Moore from the Bears. But I can't remember who my second best receiver is/was. Not Calvin Ridley. I'll come back and tell you guys. I know this is boring and it's not very interesting, but I have it on the tip of my tongue of who my second receivers. Oh, I got it now, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Devontae Adams. So I feel like my starting team right now, Jalen Daniels. It is Jalen, right? Not Jaden. Jalen Daniels. Hopefully he runs for 1,000,000 yards. Christian McCaffrey, Achane, running backs. Pittman and Devontae Adams, wide receivers. And then my flex right now would be DJ Moore. But then also I feel like I have Connor, the running back. Is he with the Cardinals right now? And then I like my bench. I got Jamison Williams from St. Louis on the bench. Kicker, who the hell's my kicker? I got the guy, the South Korean guy from the Falcons, right? Is it Kim? You should know that. Does this feel racially insensitive? I know he's South Korean, not North Korean. And then defense, I picked up the Ravens, but then they have a bad matchup first week against the Chiefs. So I'll have to switch that out for the first week. Okay. Nobody cares. But that's my fantasy team. And I got an A from ESPN, which means my team will probably actually end up sucking. Sponsors. Triad Bank, baby. Triad Bank, best place to go for commercial lending. Been working with them for about 5 years. Fantastic. The customer service is top notch. Best thing I ever did for my rental property business, taking all my loans from a big national bank that didn't care about me over to Frontenac, to Triad Bank. And they have a location in Creve Coeur. Check them out online, triadbanking.com. You got Corner Butcher and Chop House in Fenton now in the same building. They've merged into the Chop House building right there. Love it. Great restaurant, great atmosphere, and all of your grilling needs and all your meat and all that, Corner Butcher and Chop House. And then, of course, St. Louis Lawn Care, St. Louis Equipment, my guy Tim Jenkerson. Been working with them for about 5 years too. Cut your lawn, treat your lawn, mulch, mosquito and bug control, aeration. They do all that. And then St. Louis Equipment, buy a mower, fix your mower. They have the best brands, Wright, Skag, all of that. Small engines, Crest, battery operated trimmer I love that one. Husqvarna, you got the fuel blower, love that as well. Support our sponsors, please. Triad Bank, St. Louis Lawn Care, St. Louis Equipment, Corner Butcher, and Chop House together. And one more. Hey, this isn't a sponsor, but I like to give a shout out to people who help me out. Mako Kirkwood. See this? Mako Kirkwood. All right? Jay Werner. Jay Werner is the guy. Helped me out yesterday. This shows how dumb I am. I had a scratch on my truck for like 15 months, going back to May of 2023. I'm not going to blame my mom. My mom might have scratched my truck accidentally. Love you, Mom. It happens. I took it to this one place just to look at real quick. It was actually a tire place, but they go, hey, go to Mako and Kirkwood. I said, all right. And I just didn't get around to it for about 15 months because I'm lazy. I'm like, it's just a cosmetic thing. I didn't want to get it fixed. And then I go there, and Jay, who's fantastic, he just goes out there with some paint thinner and some freaking elbow grease and takes care of it like it's not even there. So I felt very dumb, but I want to give a shout out. They're also hiring. This is not a paid advertisement for Mako. They just had such great customer service. Mako Kirkwood and my guy, Jay Werner, who also was a fan of 590 and Hot Take Central. So he starts talking about Hot Take Central and what's going on. So good guy. Look, he takes care of you. And he wouldn't even let me pay him, by the way. I tried to pay him. He said, no. I tried to tip him. He wouldn't even take it. That's when you know he's a good dude. So this is not a paid advertisement, but if you have collision damage, scratches, and all that, go to Mako and Kirkwood because they really take care of you. All right, there we go. Got it all. Cardinals, Siani Ketch, sponsors, Mako and Kirkwood. All right, Cardinals, win this series and go on a run, and maybe we'll start believing in you guys. All right, see ya.